to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets begin the game with the basketball. To Paul. Tucker. Harden. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
James Harden at the controls. To Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. To Capella. James Harden missed his first. That one goes. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Martin defended by Tucker. Count the bucket for 2.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Isaiah Thomas, guarded by Clint Capella. Cashes in for 2.
Shoot, shoot. Let me see that dance, boy. Let me see it.
Harden with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Tucker to Capella. Deep right corner. Anthony. Shot won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Thomas across the timeline. They trail by 2. And a chance coming up at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Anthony. Harden. Jokic snares the rebound. Thomas into the front court. He'll run the offense. Isaiah Thomas. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Harden with the basketball. Down 2. Goes to the right side. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Thomas has a look. Wide open look, won't go. To Capella. Tucker to Anthony. 4-3. Carmelo Anthony is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. It's a second. One more coming. Three for 3. Nice. Murray into the front court. Down by 1. bothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 42, Nene.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. He gets it.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Team foul number 2. First foul in the final 2 minutes.
And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul. With a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Murray into the front court. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. And look out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
The assist from number
It's in the hands of James Harden. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Paul into the front court. They're down 3. To P.J. Tucker. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't connect. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go. When you look at playmakers from the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
James Harden. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Murray with the basketball. Shot clock off as they look for a go-ahead bucket. Down a point. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Nuggets with the lead. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the three, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Houston with the basketball. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Austin Rivers at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Career mark of 64%. Got it. Jamal Murray matched up with Paul. Clint Capella swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Paul. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tucker, dead on three-point shooter. Tough to guard.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
Murray with it. Down three. Knocked loose. Here's Paul. Controlling the offense. Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Short jumper off the mark. Nice finish at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Now whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
And now Houston has the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Short jumper won't fall.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing the...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's Thomas, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Houston takes over. Lets it fly from long range. That no good. Off the mark to Thomas. Isaiah Thomas. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Rivers. Anthony. And it's the Nuggets with the board. Murray into the front court. Leads one. Oh, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitutions, Houston.
Porter to Thomas. Clint Capella sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Harden into the front court. They trail by 1. Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Thomas. And drains it.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Anthony.
In the second quarter.
James Harden. 3 for 6 now.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Paul. To Anthony. Got it.
And Melo will be the first one to tell you this. He's not ready to be a role player just yet. He can still put up points in bunches. Didn't shoot the ball that well last year, averaged around 16 a game. The lowest total of his 15-year career. Wow.
Anthony. To P.J. Tucker. Count it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Clint Capella pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Add 2 points to the board. Long key from 3/4 court. That's it. First half has come to an end with the Rockets in front.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Rockets are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Nuggets are within striking distance at the half. And when the losing team is shooting this well from the field, you know you're in for a special night. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track.
Bench points. The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Chris Paul has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
It's Denver's ball. And the basket good at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Harden in possession, up by 3. James Harden, 4 out of 7.
Coming right back to you.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Thomas with the basketball. He'll run the offense. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out. Another follow.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To P.J. Tucker. And counted at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Thomas across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. Runner here won't go down. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Denver's got it. Thomas to Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Harris. Capella's on him. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Paul across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. Tucker to Capella. Clint Capella. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Clint Capella snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Harden to Paul. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Barton to Thomas. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. Now Paul with the basketball. It's an 11-point game. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
P.J. Tucker trying to cash in on the 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. 1 free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Denver ball right now. Jamal Murray picked up by Nene. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Shot from the lane won't go. Tucker. Nene with the dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Murray into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. It's Isaiah Thomas. No good. To Paul. For three. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Paul into the front court. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. A couple of cracks at the line now.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
P.J. Tucker, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Thomas into the front court. The deficit now up to 13, and he'll head to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Jamal Murray has got 2 shots coming for his career, 89%. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Rockets in control of the basketball. Paul. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
On the drive, it's Paul, but his shot stays out. That ends the third quarter. The Rockets with the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
To Anthony. Carmelo Anthony. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And count the basket inside.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Rockets have the ball. Paul to Harden. From long range. Not getting the bounce.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nene at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 66%. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Jokic. And he's fouled. Couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Nikola Jokic. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Now it's Harden at the controls. To Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's now shooting 5 for 7. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Harden in possession. His team on top by 8. And the slam.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
Murray with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And finishes strong. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
Entering the game for the Denver Nuggets.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Nuggets have the possession. Isaiah Thomas picked up by Paul. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Porter to Thomas. Clint Capella able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Clint Capella with a piece. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Millsap to Thomas. 5 seconds to shoot. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Barton into the front court. His guys down 11. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. Two for two on that trip. Harden with it up top. The lead stands at 9. To P.J. Tucker. Harden. He was all over him. Jokic to Will Barton. To Thomas. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. P.J. Tucker. Huge block. 24-second violation. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Into the game.
Paul. A pass stolen by the Nuggets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Won't go. To Harden. Paul. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Here comes the screen. And he buries it.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Paul with it up top. Lead stands at 10. To Anthony. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Millsap. Now it's Harden. Controlling the offense. To Anthony. Nothing going here on that drive. Tucker. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range, and James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets got themselves a win here today. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets. The Nuggets put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Assists.
The Houston Rockets played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
James Harden put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.